Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. I am Coach Julia, and today we are going to be doing some stag jumps. I don't happen to be great at this jump, so I'm really grateful to have a student of mine, Ava, here to demonstrate. Now, Ava, how long have you been skating?
2.5 years.
And you have come so far in 2.5 years, and that is due to all of that hard work you have put in. And how old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay, so this should be inspo for anyone who's starting late. Ava is 16 and has been skating for 2.5 years. She's going to demonstrate the most amazing stag jump on this channel. All right, let's start by seeing your stag jump. Woo! What a beautiful position she's able to hit in the air. She's got that tucked knee, really strong upper body, and a lot of height in this jump. So for this stag jump, it's really helpful to have already learned either your flip jump or your falling leaf jump, or both. They have the same entrance as a stag. The easier version of a stag jump is with your tapped flip jump. So if you learned that, you're in a good spot. You can do it from a falling leaf entry as well. It's just a little bit harder. I'll show you both versions, but just keep in mind the standard version is with the tap. Okay, so we're gonna start with that tapped version of a stag jump. So we're gonna start, since I am right-handed and I'm gonna rotate counterclockwise, I'm gonna be showing it to you that way. So we're gonna start with the right leg. If you are left-handed or rotate clockwise, you might wanna do this the other direction, starting with the left. But for me, we're gonna start with that right leg. Okay, I'm gonna do an inside mohawk and then tap down. Okay, so we're going right, left, tap, right, left, tap. Now when we're tap, we're in the same entry position as a flip jump. So I'm on my left inside edge. I'm tapping kind of in a column behind me. I'm reaching out with my left hand and reaching back with my right. So again, we're going from that right inside with the right hand in front. We're doing a nice straight long mohawk. So inside edge, and tapping with that right toe behind us. Okay, get that toe as pointed down as possible. You don't want it turned out. Left hand in front, and our weight is really on that left inside edge, okay? So we don't want to have our weight back on that toe yet. We want it on that inside edge. Now I'm going to give you a little pointer here that's going to help with your flip, your split, and your stag. After that after that mohawk, think about keeping your feet close for a moment and then reaching out. The reason for that is, if you do it with your feet wide, you're gonna fall onto that tap. This also applies to that flip. 3-turn, foot, then reach. And that lets you tap straight behind versus that leg going out, and you're gonna fall onto it for your tap. So keep your feet close together on your mohawk, feet together, reach. And that allows you to tap in line with your body. All right, so that tip with keeping your feet together before you tap really applies if you have a tendency to fall onto your tap. If you have a nice controlled mohawk or a nice controlled 3-turn, you don't have to keep your foot in. We just want to make sure we can be able to tap straight behind us for the flip, the split, and the stag. Okay, so let's go through how the jump is going to work. So we're gonna do that mohawk right to left. We're on our left inside edge. We're gonna tap way behind us. Our weight is predominantly on our left inside edge. We're gonna pull that foot through like we're closing a pair of scissors. Okay, so you're gonna really wanna be using those quads, those hamstrings, okay? We're gonna pull through, and then we're gonna yank our knee up, okay? So a split, we're aiming with that toe to go up, and with a stag, we're aiming with our knee. You want to imagine a beautiful stag jumping through the forest, how those front legs tuck up behind them. We're creating that motion with our left leg in this case. So we go right, left, tap, slide back on that inside edge, and up with our toe, with our knee. So you can practice that motion all by itself a few times to get really comfortable with that knee coming up. Mohawk, tap, up. So as you're learning this move, you're gonna keep your hands in line with your body. There are variations to the arms once you're really good at it, but we're gonna start with keeping our arms over our legs. So by that I mean when I'm stepping on my right leg, I have my right hand in front. When I step onto my left leg, I have my left hand in front, and then that left hand follows the knee through. So your left hand's in front, and it goes through as you turn. Okay, so let's go over the landing, and then we will put a little jump in there. So we've tapped, we've kicked. Now this is where you're gonna jump, and I'll show you that in a moment. So once we have jumped, you're gonna land on your toe. Okay, so that knee is coming up, and then you're landing on the toe of that left leg, and then you're gonna step onto your right inside edge and exit, okay? Now my body is still crossed, so my left hand is still in front on that exit, and I'm on my right inside edge, okay? So you gotta really use those adductors and your quads to hold you and keep you from losing control. You want a lot of muscle control and upper back control. Okay, so the motion all together, without the jump yet, is right to left mohawk, tap straight behind, bring your left knee up, land on your toe, and glide onto your right forward inside edge. So now let's add the jump to that stag. Now keep in mind, this is not my greatest jump. It's not gonna be very high, but that is what we have Ava for. She's a much higher one. All right, so I'm gonna show you that motion with the jump in there. So we have right to left, tap, we're gonna swing, kick, and glide. So you have two motions in your stag. They happen in a split second. So you have 1, 2, okay? So they need to happen both like a moment after each other in the air. So you don't want to put this toe down and then kick. You want them to go boom, boom in the air, just the way we do with a split. All we're doing is bending that front knee and kicking out that back leg. So from that tap, we're going 1, 2, glide. Okay, so that back leg is the back legs of our beautiful leaping stag, right? So we want this leg to keep our knee straight, our toe pointed to the side as we kick, and then it's gonna swing all the way down like a pendulum to step on it. So it goes 1, 2. Okay, so it's a big motion. You can practice that on the wall. You can hold on to that wall and go kick, step, right? That's a great way to practice both a split and a stag. So we go kick, step, okay? So that leg has a lot of motion to move, but you want to make sure you're keeping that knee straight. Otherwise, instead of looking like a stag, we look like a crab up in the air. Okay, all the way, one time through with this tapped version of a stag jump. So we go right, left, mohawk, tap in line, we go kick, kick, and glide. And that is how you do a stag jump. Let's look at that stag jump from Ava one more time. She goes into it with a lot of speed and control. Reaches way behind her for that tap, slides her feet together like scissors, and then she's up into the air. She's got really, really good height. She's got her front leg tucked in really close so that her calf and her thigh are really close to each other. Strong, strong back leg, good core control, and then of course she taps and glides out. Excellent job from Ava. So this jump can be done from a falling leaf entrance as well. It is a bit harder and not seen as often, but if you're better at a falling leaf, you might prefer this as a falling leaf version of a stag. So what you can either do it from back crossovers, the way we do a falling leaf from back crossovers, or we can do it from a 3-turn. I'm gonna show you the 3-turn version. So we're still gonna start with our right inside foot, our right inside edge. So it's the same foot you're stepping onto, but instead of mohawking, we're going to do an inside 3-turn. So we're gonna go inside 3-turn. That free leg is extended behind and it's going to lift. Okay, so you know, inside 3-turn, lift. So that stag motion is the same. We still want to try to get that foot tucked up to our leg as much as possible without kicking ourselves in the leg. So you still want that high knee and that tucked front leg, really nice and tucked, and then that back leg kicking. But we don't have the tap to instigate the jump. We're just doing it from an outside edge. So we go right inside edge, right outside edge, kick. Let me try that again, facing you a little bit more. So we go right inside edge, right outside edge, kick. All right, so it can be done from that falling leaf if you want to try it that way. All right, skaters, I hope you enjoyed that stag jump tutorial and it gives you some fun inspo for a new jump you can learn. And thank you so much for being here to demonstrate. I am in awe of your stag jump.
Thank you.
It is so high. Did you guys see she kicked herself in the leg with her own skate? She was so high up there. It's really amazing. And to have done that in 2 years. And she just landed her axle. So 2.5 years, doing axles, amazing stag jumps. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
All right, skaters, if you enjoyed that, please do give us that thumbs up. And as always, I'm looking forward to reading all your comments in that section down below. If you haven't done so yet, then hit that subscribe button so you can see all my videos when they come out. Happy skating!
Happy skating.
And we'll see you next time.